Hello and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today we are going to be back outside on the world's smallest patio on the Pit Boss 5-burner flat top griddle with a creation that Babe is gonna make.
So it's not my creation necessarily, it's just my take on a Monte Cristo sandwich. I think it originated at the Blue Bayou at Disneyland. I think they have it at Disney World, Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a delicious sandwich, but my take.
Okay, Babe.
It's a
Monte
French
Cristo.
toast. Monte Cristo
French
sandwich.
toast Monte Cristo sandwich on the griddle. Ready, Babe?
I'm ready.
And here we go. So you got your griddle on low. You got your ingrain cutting board on a little stool. This patio really is getting a little bit out of control.
This is going to be my table.
That's going to be your table.
Yes.
Okay, I've never had one of these sandwiches before.
Okay, well, they're really good and really fattening, so
So here we go.
enjoy. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you my ingredients first. So again, this is my take on a Monte Cristo sandwich. I'm going to make it a French toast Monte Cristo sandwich. So I'm going to use sliced brioche bread, Swiss cheese, sliced turkey breast, sliced ham. We need eggs. I'm using this creamer for my French toast. If you watch any of our other videos of me making French toast, you know that I always use creamer. Okay, I'm going to have a 1/4 cup of flour, powdered sugar, and this is actually homemade pomegranate jam from our next door neighbor, which you've probably seen in some of our videos. We usually make her food. We love her. She also has a great clothing boutique. Okay, let's get going. All right, so what we're going to start with, and these little grooves are great to hold my eggs, is our batter for our French toast. So I'm going to do it a little bit different than I usually do. I generally wouldn't put flour in it, but I want it to be a more fried texture like the original Monte Cristo. So we're going to add 4 eggs, a 1/4 cup of flour, and I'm probably going to do about a cup of my creamer. I'm not doing any regular milk today. And that's just going to make it more batter-like texture rather than the thinner traditional French toast egg mixture. So that was probably about a cup. And what I love about the coffee creamer is that it has your sugar in it already, but it adds like a crispier texture because it has so much sugar in it, and it makes it nice and candied. So instead of doing just milk and sugar, this does it for you. And you can use whatever flavor you like. It's really fun to try different flavors. We'll get this all nice and mixed up, get all the little lumps out, and then we'll start with our French toast. All right, so I got my batter mixed up. Now I'm going to spray down some Pam, which I don't think you've ever seen us use.
We used that for one video once.
Did we?
Yeah.
That's so funny. It's like instantly burning on here. This is butter flavor. That's so funny. Okay. All right, so you want to get your bread really soaked good.
Well.
Soaked well, sorry. And then we're going to lay it down. Just like that. And it's only going to take a second or two to cook, so not a second or two, or a minute or two to cook. So traditionally, I like to use about 1 egg per piece of bread. Just if you're looking for how much egg you're supposed to use, that's usually what works.
In your batter, you mean?
In my batter, correct. Okay, while we're letting each side cook, I'm going to start to build. So we have this side done right here. You can see it's nice and brown. So we're going to go ahead and start with Swiss cheese. And we'll lay down our turkey. I'm using 3 pieces, 2.5 really. Okay, so that cheese can start to melt. Let's go ahead and see if our other one is ready to flip. Oh yeah, it's looking good. That one might need a little more, but that's okay.
It's hotter towards the back of the griddle.
Yeah.
I've always noticed that with this griddle.
Yeah.
The front is really cold and then the back is really hot.
Move that over. We'll move that up. And you don't want your bread to stay soggy, so the better you cook the egg, because it's all soaked in, the better you cook it, the longer you cook it, the crispier it's going to be. more of a toasted like. Right. Today we're also going to be using, I totally forgot to grab this, Canadian Jim's pear maple syrup.
He sent it to us from Canada.
Yes, he's a YouTuber that is a friend of ours, and he sends us cans every once in a while. He sent us like 6 cans this time. This is the best. So what I personally do is I open up, I don't know, Aunt Jemima, whatever, and I clean that out, and then I put his stuff in there. So this is not Aunt Jemima. This is Canadian Jim's. It's a little bit thinner than your store-bought syrup, which is even better, and the flavor is just phenomenal. You've never had maple syrup until you've had this one right here. So I also wanted to rewind a little bit. All right, so our bread's looking good. So what I'm actually going to do, because I don't have my tent to melt the cheese, I'm going to throw my ham on here and just heat it up a little bit. So that's actually going to help melt our cheese. Just getting that ham hot. I should have done it with the turkey, but sometimes, you know, I just do as I go. All right, perfect. So it looks like we're almost ready to put our next layer on. Oh yeah, so good. Okay, our next layer is ready to go. Ooh, a little toasty right there. We're gonna put another layer of Swiss cheese. Our ham. Ooh, that's gonna get it melted. There we go. Oh yeah. What do you think about that, babe?
It smells good. It looks good.
Does that look
It's very
pretty darn
monstrous.
good? Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Okay. So it looks like we are ready to build the whole thing. Oh, I forgot my last piece of cheese. Ooh, okay. Now that my hand is burning off,
Let's build.
let's move it over here to the board. Okay, so traditionally you use powdered sugar and jelly, but I'm gonna add syrup in. So we're gonna start, and this is obviously gonna be like a fork and knife sandwich, but that's okay, because that makes it even more delicious. So we'll throw a little bit of syrup on. Let's put some powdered sugar on there. Oh yeah, babe. What do you think about that?
Looks good.
Does that look like health?
It looks like a health and wellness.
And then we'll just put a little drizzle of jelly, because what you actually do is you dip it in the jelly, but just for picture sake, picture purposes, we'll put a dollop of jelly on top. Let's get our photo and then dig in. Excited to take your Monte Cristo virginity.
My Monte Cristo virginity.
At least I got to take one.
Yeah, babe.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
So it's a fork and knife sandwich. Do you want to pick it up and do it, or do you want to eat it with a fork and knife?
Fork and knife.
Okay.
Okay, can you?
Okay. Are you ready for this?
But before we do the bite, babe, we
yes.
have to thank all of our channel members that have hit the join button right next to the subscribe button, and especially our top tier channel members. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, guys. We really appreciate you helping us out so we can make monstrous sandwiches.
Monstrous
and
Monte
great barbecue
Cristos.
and wonderful meals. We appreciate it.
My Monte Cristo virginity.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, are you going to feed me like a baby bird?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this has jelly, syrup, powdered sugar, French toast, turkey, ham, Swiss cheese.
Okay, let's do it.
It's like a gut bomb.
Wow.
So do you see how the flavors of the sweet
And the savory.
and the savory from the Swiss come together?
And I'm not a fan. I'm not really a fan of Swiss cheese, but that works on that sandwich because Swiss cheese is kind of pungent. But the powdered sugar and the jelly and the French toast on the brioche bread is very sweet.
Yeah.
But then you get the ham, like a Black Forest ham, and the turkey. But then the Swiss comes in with the pungent, and it kind of counteracts it. So
You like it?
that was really good, babe.
Maybe you need one more bite.
That was really good. That is health.
That is
with the Canadian maple syrup too. So,
One more bite. Just to make sure you
Oh,
really
good.
like it. I really like it. This was like one of the things that I always remember about
Yeah.
going to Disneyland growing
Yeah.
up.
That's
We
very
would
good.
go to Pirates of the Caribbean
Yeah.
and eat at the Blue
yeah,
Bayou.
eat that, babe.
And
Eat it.
eat
Scarf. It's good.
So good.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Kind of videos all over the place. My camera skills are not that good today, but we'll be back soon with another video. Right?
That's right.
Right. All right.
Thank you, everybody.
See you guys. Cuckoo!
Are you hungry?
You want a Monte Cristo?
I just made a French toast Monte Cristo.